Jets, Jets.
New York Jets, 7-10 in 2023. Gangrene fans treated to the shortest Broadway show on record.
Aaron Rodgers is sitting down in the field. He's hurt.
And a collective gasp goes up here in MetLife Stadium.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers takes New York, scene 1, act 1, take 2, and action. With A-Rod's return come higher expectations, win line of 9.5 this year. He doesn't have to do too much to elevate New York's offense from its 2023 levels.
Fires one over the middle and it's intercepted.
29th in points per game.
I don't know what Zach Wilson was looking at.
31st in yards per game.
Wilson fumbles it on the quarterback exchange.
Rodgers will be better equipped than the Tim, Zach, Trevor trio was. New York added Mike Williams, former Charger, to the fold.
Right sideline, he's got him.
Williams, only 3 games played last year, 900 and 1,100-yard guy the previous 2 seasons.
Touchdown, Chargers!
He's a nice compliment to Garrett Wilson.
They don't make them like this no more.
Wilson saw 70-plus more targets than any other Jet last season.
One-handed catch. Oh, he's got it. That's a Jet touchdown.
95 catches, 1,000-plus yards.
Breaking free, Garrett Wilson.
A grand plus for him both years in the league.
That's a Jet touchdown.
Alan Lazard will mix in. Didn't do much last year, but he didn't sign up to play with Vincent Adultman either.
That was on there.
They picked up Malachi Corley in the 3rd round of the draft. He should factor in plenty.
He's compact. There's a lot of quick hitters, and that's not my opinion with the Yak King. That is his actual Twitter bio. He references himself as the Yak King, and he is exceptional after the catch.
Tight end Tyler Conklin is back. Over 60 catches, over 600 yards. Not too shabby, all things considered.
Climbs the ladder and hauls it in.
And Rodgers has a nice safety valve to work with. Running back Breece Hall, 2nd in targets for them a year ago.
And he's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown.
76 catches, almost 600 yards.
Oh, he gone. He gone.
Those are big-time digits for a back.
Caught into the end zone.
Hall came up 6 yards short of running for 1,000 yards, too.
He's loose at the 50.
4.5 per run.
House call.
He's one of the best dual-threat guys going.
Hey, someone look fast. Thank you.
Guys blocking for him and Rodgers will be different, and for good reason.
And Wilson is dropped.
64 sacks allowed, tied for 28th.
Judon is there for the sack and the safety.
So they signed 3 new guys and used their 1st-round pick on left tackle Olu Fashanu.
This is the left tackle of the future. Interested to see if he gets on the field right away, but he is a pure left tackle.
Added 2 other tackles as well, both vets, Tyron Smith, longtime Cowboy, and Morgan Moses, 2nd tour as a Jet.
Snow Angels.
They also raided Baltimore for a new guard, John Simpson. They hope guard Elijah Vera Tucker is recovered. He only played games. So the offense that trots out this year will look a lot different. The defense, not so much.
It ain't over. It ain't over.
12th in points per game allowed, higher than it would have been if not for their O-face.
And it's intercepted again.
3rd in yards per game, more what they were about.
It's intercepted by Tony Adams.
Strength of the D, their back end. A lot of junk in that trunk. They held quarterbacks to the 3rd lowest rate, 3rd lowest completion percentage.
Picked off down the sideline, Brandon Eccles.
To 6.1 yards per attempt, that was 4th.
House call.
2nd fewest yards per game.
Seeing I double called it.
Their cornerback trio is in the convo for best in the game.
Just because it's Monday don't mean change.
They can pour sauce onto any WR1, and it usually slows them down.
Sauce Gardner was a half a step away from going the other way with
Gardner held passers to a sub-90 rating in 2023, 1st team All-Pro.
And it's knocked away by Sauce Gardner.
His partner, DJ Reed, held quarterbacks to an 80.1 rating.
And it's intercepted. Back-to-back possessions. The Jets pick off Tagovailoa.
At the nickel cornerback spot, Mr. Carter. Don't have to ask where he's been.
Sue was well covered by Michael Carter.
Michael holding quarterbacks to a mid-70s rate. Not easy to do from the slot. No wonder Wayne and Jay wrote that song about him.
Good coverage applied that time by Michael Carter.
It wasn't about him? Okay, whatever. Tony Adams returns at safety, 80-plus tackles, 3 interceptions, mid-70s rating against.
Picked off. Running right, Tony Adams.
He won't play alongside safety Jordan Whitehead anymore, though. Close to 100 tackles and a low 80s rating, he picked off 4 balls.
Intercepted.
It could mean more time for Ashton Davis. He picked off 3 passes, coming off the bench for the most part.
intercepted.
Jets pass rush assisted plenty, 7th most sacks in the league.
From the end zone, looks downfield, pocket collapsing, and he's in the end zone.
They did lose their sack leader, though. Outside linebacker Bryce Huff led them with 10.
Dragged down by Bryce Huff.
Huff off to Philadelphia, so why not grab Hassan Reddick from the Eagles, 11 bags a year ago.
They've got him.
It's Hassan Reddick.
DT Quentin Jefferson also not returning. He accounted for 6 back.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's being replaced with Javon Kinlaw, 3.5 sacks for San Francisco as a backup.
The guys inside pushed the pocket, so he had a chance to get home and get Murray on the ground.
He'll enjoy his new mates.
And it's right in the arms of Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen Williams made the Pro Bowl.
Field under pressure, and he'll be sacked.
That's half of what he rang up the year before, for what it's worth.
You a little boy. You a little boy.
DT John Franklin Myers also not returning. 3.5 trips home for him.
Allen in trouble, and down he goes.
They get linebacker Quincy Williams back. He made first team All-Pro.
Y'all can give me a pick today. I can feel it.
Did it all. Played the pass great.
Quincy Williams jumped around.
Almost 140 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks.
I told you I was going to get one.
Outside linebacker Jermaine Johnson, 7.5 sacks, made the Pro Bowl.
He'll be sacked.
Man in the middle, C.J. Mosley, 150-plus tackles, beefy.
Intercepted by C.J. Mosley.
Got the leg at kicker.
Let's go, Greg.
Greg Zuerlein comes back after a 35 of 38 campaign.
Greg the leg.
Take a quick overhead view of their squad. It's appropriate, right? Rodgers, clear upgrade at the quarterback position. He's the key to it all. That's some serious analysis right there, people. Williams also represents an upgrade over whoever they want to pretend he takes the place of. Corley, the other newcomer to the batch. Major changes to their O-line. Upgrade at guard. Tomlinson was a mess last year. Simpson was not. Smith is an upgrade over Becton. Moses is a push against Max Mitchell and Carter Warren. None of those 3 looked good a year ago. Hey, just throw the rookie over there on the right side for a year, right? No? Okay, whatever. So defense then, Reddick for Hall, push City. Ended up being a nice even trade in a weird way. Jefferson leaves off a half dozen sacks. Kinlaw's never had 4. Downgrade, but won't be a shock if that turns out to be a push. Mosley, the Williams bros, Johnson, it's still beefy up there, and the backside is fat too, P-H-A-T. Only newcomer, strong safety Chuck Clark, who comes over from Baltimore, takes over for Whitehead. No harm, no foul. That group should still make it rough on quarterbacks this season. Let's jet our way over to their schedule to break down their 9.5 win total now.
Moisturize my eyeballs.
Based on off-season win totals, New York doesn't play a lot of games they'd be, quote, underdogs in. So even if they're just an okay team, they could still beat Tennessee on the road, New England at home, Denver at home, Minnesota week 5. That's a 4-game run every Jet fan believes they win no matter what. New England on the road, Arizona on the road, the Colts back at home, Seattle at home, the Rams at home. So a 9-8 floor, which would be a bummer to Gangrene if A-Rod was behind center the whole time.
Come on now, wake up now. Wake up. What is it?
Jets ceiling, I mean, they could fly pretty high, beat the Bills at home at least, could take Pittsburgh on the road, Texans at home, why not? And one final win over Miami to close it out, 13-4 for their roof. Saying it about Miami and Buffalo, that many wins would be impressive in this division. Game preview guy Bag has them right in the mix for that division crown. Favorable slate, I'll take 11-6 because it's going to be a slobber knocker of a year in the East.